So guys, this is going to be another unscripted video, and it's just something that I've read today that I just think is crazy. Like, I can't believe that people are actually considering this an option, and people are actually thinking that the Ball brothers will go overseas and dominate. Like, I'm just lost for words of how people can think this. So anyway, before we get into the main part of this video, if you guys could subscribe, that would mean a lot. We are trying to hit 25,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're also trying to do a daily December. I missed one day because I was really sick, but I'm gonna get 2 videos up someday this week, so hopefully we can get it to 31 videos in 31 days. So anyway, now let's get on to the main part of the video. So a lot has happened in the Ball family in the last 2 days. Obviously, LiAngelo Ball has been pulled from UCLA, and now apparently LiAngelo and LaMelo Ball are both trying to go overseas to play professionally, which means that they're not going to play college basketball. It means that neither of them are going to play college basketball. I don't understand why they're doing this, because the easiest way to get to the NBA is through college basketball, and if the NBA is the final goal, then surely that's what they should be doing. And I understand that obviously there's the argument that we made that players like Luka Doncic are probably getting a lot more exposure from playing in EuroLeague than they would from playing in college, which an argument can definitely be made in that case. But the thing is, neither LiAngelo Ball or LaMelo Ball are anywhere near as good as Luka Doncic. At 16 years old, LaMelo Ball is trying to play professionally in Europe. As far as I know, the last 2 that I can remember that played professionally and actually made any sort of an impact in Europe in any of the higher leagues, where obviously Luka Doncic from a couple of years ago, who really only started making an impact at 17 years old last year, and Ricky Rubio about 10 years ago. Ricky Rubio was one of the best 16, 17-year-olds I've ever seen. Started in an Olympic final at 17 years old and played extremely well, guarding the likes of Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, Darren Williams, Dwayne Wade. Like, all of them in their primes except Jason Kidd, obviously. Rubio at 16 was streets ahead of where LaMelo Ball is now. LaMelo Ball is 16 and skinny. He would get eaten alive in most high European leagues. Like, as skilled as he is, he's physically not ready to play with grown men. While he could definitely play in a lower league in Europe. There's no doubt about that. He's that skilled at basketball that he could definitely play in a lower league in Europe. That's not the recognition the big baller brand wants. So obviously, that means Europe is completely just not going to happen. And also the fact that there's in every league, as far as I know, there is an American rule that you can only have a certain amount of American players on each team's roster so that every team isn't just all Americans. So obviously, Europe, not an option. So where would the best place be for them to go if they were to go overseas? Obviously, the place that LiAngelo Ball probably can't get into, and it's China. And the thing is that I think that while LiAngelo may be ready to compete at the Chinese level, I don't think that LaMelo would. Like, there's a lot of NBA level talent there, and while LiAngelo might be able to compete, he'd be nowhere near the best player over there. And LaMelo Ball, like, you guys can say all you want, oh, Jimmer is a star, LaMelo will be a star. LaMelo Ball is not as good as Jimmer Fredette. Jimmer Fredette was the best player in college. He just wasn't quick enough to play in the NBA. LaMelo Ball is the 15th ranked recruit in his class. He is not as good as Jimmer Fredette. Because I've genuinely seen people say if Jimmer can be a star in China, LaMelo can. Not right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. So this has been a little bit ranty, but the point I'm trying to make is that there's very few, if any, international leagues that both Ball brothers could go to and make it beneficial for both their basketball and the big baller brand. Honestly, based on standard, I genuinely don't think that a 16-year-old LaMelo Ball is good enough to get a contract of over $50,000 a year by merit. If he signed a long-term contract in Europe, he could probably get a much, much bigger contract. But for this 1 year, and not even an entire year, like the seasons have already started, for like 2/3 of the season, no way is LaMelo getting an even half decent contract. No way is any decent European team going to take a 16-year-old shot jacker midway through the season. And I think that LiAngelo Ball definitely could get a pro contract anywhere right now. He's much bigger, he's much stronger, he's 2 years older than LaMelo Ball, and while he definitely won't be as good as LaMelo Ball in my opinion, right now he's better. I know you might be saying, oh, LaMelo's better, but no. For the pro game, especially in Europe where it's a slow down game, LiAngelo much better suits that style of play. So yeah, in my opinion, there's no real advantage to them going away. Like, I can't see anything being beneficial, and to be honest, I can't see a big team offering either of them a contract unless it's for purely publicity. Like, they're great. Both Ball brothers are great. There's no denying that. But you've got a 16-year-old who is not nearly fully developed, who I think could become an NBA player, but is nowhere near as good as the other 16-year-olds that have broken into EuroLeague in the past, like Ricky Rubio and Luka Doncic. Then you've got LiAngelo Ball, who could be a solid pro player right now, who genuinely, I think, has just missed out on his best chance of having a great career and making it in the NBA. A 4-year player at UCLA guarantees you at least a decent pro career in Europe. It gives you a degree, and it also means you have a much better shot of making it into the NBA. So yeah, I don't even know. Like, I previously thought that LeVar Ball was a genius, that he had everything figured out, and that he knew what was best for his kids. And right now, with pulling LiAngelo out and then saying that they're going to play overseas when they're clearly going to get eaten alive playing in men's leagues, I just think that LeVar Ball may actually be crazy. I was one of the few that really defended him, and now it's getting harder and harder because there's more of a chance that their basketball careers have been ruined in the last 2 months than there is of them making it at all in basketball right now. So anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.